Morning. George Boo. Good morning. Yeah, we're a little off schedule. Yeah, yesterday we kind of missed the schedule and then went, yeah, okay. But we were busy out at the farm yesterday watching them punch through a driveway, which they didn't get to finish, so hopefully they'll finish it today. And we certainly enjoyed our time here with Gwen and Brandon and new grandbaby Sarah, who is perfect and adorable. I'm sure most grandparents say that. But something I've been wanting to talk about, and I did talk about it briefly a few weeks ago. We're not watching much television because we're living in the motorhome and we're not hooked up to cable. Gwen and Brandon don't have cable in their house. They're smart people. They don't pay for cable, which is probably a smart thing. It's a good way to save money and keep you away from things that make you want to go grr. But anyway, we keep seeing commercials for Simparica Trio. And I call it the triple threat because it's literally 3 ways to kill your dog. You all know, if you follow me at all, how I feel about the isoxazoline group of flea and tick preventative medications, which includes Simparica, Credelio, Bravecto, NexGard. I think there's another new one out as well now. But we have very good evidence that these chemicals cause neurologic problems for many, many, many dogs. And I don't know if it's because our Cavalier King Charles and English Toy Spaniels already have propensity to neurologic problems because of their syringomyelia and their caudal occipital malformation, the SMCM combination. But it really doesn't matter the breed. We have seen problems in all breeds with this class of drugs. And I think that it is not worth the risk. And interestingly, I got an email or a Facebook message from someone recently who said their veterinarian had recommended NexGard and HeartGard as the flea, tick, and heartworm preventatives for their new puppy. And they had heard of NexGard and heard me speak out about it and said, no way, heck no, not doing that, too dangerous. So the veterinarian said, oh, well, we have another option. We can use Simparica Trio. Safe, very safe. And the person was good enough to text me first and say, hey, is this truly safer than NexGard and HeartGard combination? And I said, oh my gosh, no. Just say no, run, fast, far. So the Simparica part of that is the isoxazoline part, which causes tons of neurologic problems. The heartworm, and that's the flea and tick preventative part. The heartworm preventative part of that is Moxidectin. Well, Moxidectin is the drug that originally started as an oral dewormer in horses, and I would never use it in my horses because when they first came out with it, I saw so many videos and complaints from people with horses having seizures. Now, if you think it's bad to see your cat or dog have a seizure, you do not want to see a horse have a seizure. It is ugly. So Moxidectin has been around in the horse world for a very long time as an oral intestinal parasite dewormer. Then the drug manufacturer said, hey, what a wonderful thing. It'll prevent heartworms too. We can put it in an injection. And it was put in an injection called ProHeart 6, which was a 6-month long injection that could be given to prevent heartworms. Well, when the drug first came out, it was pulled off the market after a couple of years because so many dogs died. They went into liver failure, they had seizures, they had neurologic problems. All kinds of things happened using that long-lasting injectable Moxidectin. So it was pulled from the market. Well, the drug lobbyists came out of the woodwork and they said, oh no, this is fine, this is fine, this is fine. No new studies, no new proof that it was safer, nothing to make it any safer. All they did was reword the label and got approval to bring it back to market. So it was brought back to market with a little warning on it that said that the veterinarian had to make the decision whether the pet was healthy enough to receive that, and also had to inform the pet owner of the possible side effects. Now, I've talked to hundreds of pet owners who have had ProHeart 6 given to their dogs, and not one of them was ever informed of the potential for side effects from the injection. And to it, 100% have said, well, if they had told me of the potential side effects, I never would have said yes to that. But you don't get to see the label insert on it. You don't get to read anything about it. You're standing there and they tell you, no, this is what we're going to use. And you go, is it safe? And they say yes. And you say, okay. You don't have time to do your research while you're standing there in the moment. So not only was the Moxidectin in ProHeart 6 dangerous enough, now they came up with a great idea a few months ago, maybe it's even a year ago now, to make ProHeart 12. So it's a 12-month-long injection. So much more convenient for you. You don't have to worry about giving something every month to prevent heartworms. Oh, by the way, even if you don't live in a heartworm endemic area, what a great idea. So what they did was they took the Moxidectin, they multiplied the dose by 3. So it was already deadly at the single dose, now we multiplied it by 3. Wow, so the triple threat keeps getting worse. So now we've got ProHeart 12. So now we're just magnifying those effects even more. So the Simparica Trio took an isoxazoline, which is already a neurologic dangerous drug, combined it with Moxidectin, which is a neurologically dangerous drug, could also cause liver failure. They put the two together, and they also added Pyrantel as an intestinal dewormer. Now, I'm sorry, if Moxidectin works as an intestinal dewormer, why are we even throwing the Pyrantel in there? I don't know. But this is a good way to kill your pets. And for veterinarians to say that this is safer than NexGard, which by itself is dangerous enough, for a veterinarian to say, no, for your puppy, this is even safer. Are you kidding me? No, don't go there. So I'm amazed at the different ways we can find to put toxins into our pets.
How long does the 12 stay in the animal's system?
Well, the 12 stays in their system for at least 12 months. Past that, who knows? I don't even know if they've tested.
And if they have a problem, then how do you get it out of the system?
If they have a problem, is there an antidote? No. And can you get it back out? No. Anything that you give orally, anything that you give by injection, it's there. You cannot get it out. So I get emails and messages almost daily. I gave my dog NexGard, then I looked up, the possible side effects. I'm appalled. How do I get it out? How do I detox my dog? How do I treat this? Sorry, guys, you can't. There's no antidote. And if your pet has a problem, if they start having seizures, by the way, if your dog or cat starts having seizures after the use of these products, because there's a Perfecto product available for cats now, if your pet has seizures, they may be lifelong, even though you only gave 1 dose. We have many dogs who have lifelong seizures and are on multiple anti-seizure medications and have multiple neurologic side effects that they will have to live with for life. It's not worth the risk.
And what will the veterinarian's response be if you
response, if you say, hey, I gave that drug 2 weeks ago, or you gave that injection 3 weeks ago, and now my dog has X, Y, and Z side effects, I'm pretty sure it was caused by that medication. 9 times out of 10, if it didn't happen within the first 2 hours, they'll say, couldn't possibly be. Really? Have they not read the label? Have they not read the drug insert? Have they not read the studies? Many of them haven't. So it is up to you to be informed, and it's up to you, particularly now that a lot of veterinarians are doing curbside, I recommend taking a piece of paper with you, send it in with your pet that says, do not give my dog vaccines, do not give my dog heartworm preventative or injections, do not, give my dog any sort of treatment without talking to me and getting my permission first. Because it's way too easy right now for your pet to go inside that building and for them to start doing things. And I'm amazed when I tell people, hey, did you know your dog was given a dose of NexGard, Perfecto, or whatever? And they go, really? I didn't okay that. Well, did you read your receipt? So preempt it. Don't wait until after it's done. It's amazing how many veterinarians will hand your dog that chew for flea and tick preventative while they're in the building. They don't even send it out for you to give it. They just give it. And I'm not saying anything bad about veterinarians. I'm just saying you need to be in the driver's seat and you need to say, this is what I want, this is what I don't want. But what you really want, if your pet is going into the building without you, what you really want is to send in a piece of paper that says, this is what my pet is here for, this is what my concerns are for the day, and do not do anything. Do not give any treatments, do not give any vaccines, do not do anything before talking to me. You just have to make sure that you take charge of that. And, you know, if you preempt what's going on with no talk to me first, then you're not going to get surprises on the other side. So, but I would strongly recommend avoiding the triple threat, because that's really what it is. All right. It is a gorgeous day. I don't know what the temperature is, but it is so comfortable. The sun is shining. It is wonderful. And those crepe myrtles over there are, I can't wait to have crepe myrtles everywhere. Spoiled rotten. Bam. $30. You're handsome, you're good. Yeah, you are. We were just giving the West Coast people a chance to do it. We were up at 8. It's not online. And for those of you waiting for emails to be answered, I'm taking a little break. I get to you. Need a break sometimes.